Okay.
Oh, that's amazing. I've never been hugged by a Viking. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm a dancer, and I'm a traveler. And wherever I go, I experience the world one dance at a time. I'm Mickela Mallozzi, and this is Bare Feet. Bare Feet is supported in part by
Bloomberg Connects gives you a way to experience the arts from your mobile phone. You can explore hundreds of cultural organizations from around the world, anytime, anywhere. Learn more at bloombergconnects.org or wherever you find your apps.
Welcome to beautiful Scotland, the northernmost country in the United Kingdom, to celebrate the ancient tradition of Hogmanay with over 75,000 revelers in the city of Edinburgh. Music and dance traditions have been preserved and passed down for generations here, despite the tumultuous history between the English. Cultural identity is a priority for the Scots, especially after centuries of civil battles and fights for independence. Scotland's proud history runs deep, from the clans of the Highlands to the cities in the south and to the villages in between. I'm here to experience all of it. And within 2 hours of landing in Scotland, I already found myself dancing. Welcome to Edinburgh, Scotland, and I'm here at the Patterson Dancing School Christmas competition, where I'm going to learn some Highland dances. Candice is ranked number 4 in the world for Highland dancing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How long have you been dancing?
17 years.
17 years, and you're how old?
20.
Do you feel like a lot of young people are doing Highland dancing
Yeah,
now?
It's especially the ones that are doing it as more of a sport now rather than just a fun hobby to do. The standard of the young groups are amazing for in the premier sections.
Yeah.
So no, it's taken a lot more seriously now than what it was when I was younger.
What's your favorite dance to do?
The sword dance, just because it's more of a challenge.
We have 3 placings. We have the ball to the feet, what we call the half point, which is just, I suppose it would be the demi point.
Right.
The full point, which is the tip of the toe, and then the heel.
Right.
And basically all the steps are based on these placings.
Yeah. With some help from my new friends, I was given a great send-off for the rest of my stay in this amazing country. My next stop is to Glasgow, Scotland's largest city. This vibrant city has an old world shell with an interior that's evocative, rebellious, and progressive. I'm here at Swing, and I'm about to take a trapeze lesson for the very first time. I found myself with Vendetta Vane, trapeze artist and burlesque dancer here in Glasgow's cabaret scene. I met her at Swing, an underground bar that is an homage to the era of champagne, jazz, and anything goes.
Been a massive cabaret resurgence in Scotland over the last 10 years, and more recently circus has really been making a comeback.
I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna...
Yep, lean, push your hips forward. There we go.
I did it! Oh my God!
Wave to your audience.
And after seeing the magic behind the scenes, I got to enjoy the night's entertainment with the rest of the patrons of this great establishment.
Champagne with strawberries.
It is my pleasure to introduce Deb and Dan.
I opened Swing about 2 years ago, and the most exciting thing about it is that it's a real underground club that people have had to discover, and it very much unfolds around you, so anything can really happen at any point, and the audience really feels that they're part of the whole performance.
After experiencing Glasgow's more avant-garde scene, a bit of good old-fashioned sightseeing and Scottish revelry was in order. Glasgow's city centre becomes a winter wonderland with plenty of holiday activities for all ages. The best way to see the highlights of the city of Glasgow is jumping on a city sightseeing bus, where you can see about everything in about an hour and a half. Glasgow is the city of music, and on any given night, you can find a pub that hosts traditional Scottish music sessions. Let's go. Steph here is going to teach me how to play the bodhrán, which is technically an Irish instrument, but it was adopted by the Scottish, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we basically steal everything from the Irish. The whiskey, but we tend to make it better. But don't tell the Irish that.
We won't tell them.
Now relax and just go up, down, up, down, up. Okay? You're a natural. Now we could start a band.
We can.
With a wee...
We'll go on the road.
With a wee nod to that 1980s band Duran Duran. We'll call ourselves Baran Baran.
Baran Baran.
Okay.
Ah.
Right, so that should get two different tones.
Yeah, I got that. Okay.
Ever so slightly. And then just kind of relax and get into it.
Getting into it.
Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Happy days.
Cheers. We'll go on the road with our bodhrán. Thank you, Steph. Awesome.
Cheers.
Pubs in Scotland are a place of gathering with friends old and new, and Glasgow's music culture fosters trad sessions around the city.
Oh, I can smell it from here. Here we are.
With Scotch whiskey as one of the most famous exports from this country, it's easy to break the ice when making new friends on a cold winter's night.
Cheers. Cheers.
Our next stop is to the birthplace of golf, St. Andrews. This town is not only the home to one of the largest and most important churches in medieval Scotland, but has become a foodie's haven. I met with Alan Chalmers, local walking food tour guide in St. Andrews, who was going to give me a taste of Scotland's delicacies, especially since the local food scene here has expanded tremendously in recent years.
Alan, so what's our next stop?
I'm now taking you off to Forgans. We're going to try some haggis.
Ah, traditional haggis. Let's go. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Wow. Thank you so much. So, all we hear about is haggis here in Scotland.
Yes.
Explain a little bit what exactly haggis is.
This is one of the few things I can say is genuinely Scottish, but it's a poor person's dish, and this is why it scares a lot of people off, because it was only the peasants that ate this. And this is what's left from the sheep, from the lamb, once all the good cuts of meat are taken away.
So this is everything else that you don't want.
You don't want.
Right.
Mixed with oatmeal.
Ah.
Some spices, salt, pepper, mace, nothing too exciting. So you've got haggis, neeps, tatties. Not quite as scary as it was, but it's quite like the genuine article.
Yeah.
And they've made it a bit more exciting. They put a whiskey cream sauce over the top of it as well for you.
A little high-end haggis for us.
So you have to try it.
Yeah. And so this is a very, 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 very traditional dish here in Scotland.
Oh yes, yes.
All right, I'm gonna try. And you eat it with the bite with each?
Yeah.
A mega bite. What do you say for cheers or?
Slange.
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 Oh wow. That's very good. Very spiced.
Very spicy, yeah. I always think they put the spice in there to hide the fatness.
It's delicious. I like it. Don't be afraid of haggis. Come to Scotland and try a bite of it. It's delicious.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sláinte.
Slange.
Sláinte. Thank you.
Cheers.
Slange bar. There we go. So Archie, we are going to make
a hot toddy.
That's right.
Because today it is very cold in St. Andrews.
It is.
It is.
A hot toddy is, in Scotland, it's the ultimate cure-all. It fixes head colds. It kind of warms you up on kind of a cold winter's day.
Okay.
Slàinte.
Slàinte. And it's nice and warm. Oh, it's hot.
And the nice thing about this is you can add more honey to your taste. Kind of.
I think I just swallowed a clove. But it's great. With a short drive making my way down back to Edinburgh, I make a stop in the village of Town Hill to meet the Fiona Ferguson Highland Dance School. Here we go. I'm going to take a Highland lesson. Hello! So nice to meet you.
It's nice to finally meet you. I was going to do a Highland fling for you.
Yeah.
So we'll do a warm up Highland fling and then we can take it from there.
Sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds really good.
Right. Down. 5, 6, 7, bounce. Just bouncing. The dances themselves have been around for hundreds of years.
It's amazing.
They were done by men only in the clans up on the hillsides for various different reasons, whether it was for keeping warm, for entertainment value, but also to show strength, show stamina, show their skill. There's lots of different stories about dancing before they go into war. So lots of history in a lot of these Highland dances have been around for a long, long time.
Amazing.
Bow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we will rise on 8 to both feet. So we're going to disassemble and point to second. And we're going to hop to the back, slide it around the leg to the front, and slide it to the back. So we'll try to keep it right up to the knee and point to the back, to the front, to the back, point to the back. So 3 times facing the front. On the 4th time, you're going to do that point and then you're going to turn. So you're pointing that foot, you're going to turn away from the foot and turn. Behind, front, behind. What we're actually symbolising there, right, we've got the thumb coming onto the first joint of the middle finger, and when it goes up in the air, what you're symbolising is a stag on the hillside.
Oh, okay. The stag, I see it. Yeah.
Change and turn. Now, 2 times, 2 times.
Now, it feels, compared to the Irish dance that I've done, it feels very balletic.
It is. There's a lot of ballet movements in Highland. Well, it's funny, you say ballet movements in Highland dancing. Highland dance has been around longer than ballet.
Right.
Change and turn.
Ballet had to come from somewhere. I know it came from the courts as well, but it definitely has an influence from this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any sort of one official route of where a specific style came from.
Of course.
Because all over the world, people were moving to music, to a beat.
And even this hand position, I know in India they have the same
Similar,
to represent a deer as well. Dance celebrates things, whether it's, like you said, going into battle.
Or a victory
Or
afterwards.
a victory,
Or even just for pleasure.
Yeah.
Everybody dances for pleasure. So there's always going to be crossovers. I don't think there's any one definitive that started in that style of dance, because all over the world it's in all different places.
It's connected.
They all do the same thing.
Yeah.
If we look at the sword dance as well, it would have been done before the battle. If the swords were kicked, it was a bad omen. After the battle, the clan chief would get his claymore and put it down on top to show their dominance, that they beat that other clan. So the 2 claymores would have been set down like that, with his one down on top. And then dance is a victory dance as well.
Keep going. Oh, turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. High cuts. Paddy bar 1. To the front for your paddy bar.
Well, it's rest. We're going to try this with everybody. Hello.
Check you out.
I'm a proper Scottish woman right now.
Two points, 2 back sits. Yes! Woo!
All right, I got that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well done.
Woo, that felt really good. With my feet warmed up, we head south, making our way to the city of Edinburgh in preparation for Hogmanay, Europe's largest New Year's Eve celebration. But I have to make one last stop in the village of Dalmany. I'm about to take a Scottish dance lesson, and there's Caroline right now.
Hi there. Hi, how are you? Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to Dalmany.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, great day actually.
Oh, it's beautiful today.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's still cold, so I think our dancing is going to warm us up.
Well, hopefully it'll be warmer inside.
Let's try it. Let's go see.
It really captured me, like doing this, because I've done like lots of different dance, like ballet and Highland and lots of contemporary, you know, where you get to do whatever you want. And then discovering this, it was kind of like, all right, it's kind of so precise. But there's something about it, because it is so precise, that you get this real energy.
Yeah, you do.
You know, from the floor and from the music being there with you as well. Change feet. And then we're going to go cross, open, cross. Change feet.
It's very similar. It feels, it's a mix between Irish, like Shanos, the old style of Irish dance, and American clogging a little bit.
Yeah, and Appalachian.
Yeah, Appalachian dances, and
there's a lot of mixture.
In there. It feels really good.
Yeah.
And the difference in American shuffle, you don't use the heel, and here you use the heel toe.
That's great.
I'm getting warm now. I'm not cold anymore.
And then we hop again to.
Where was Scottish dance, step dance done?
In the house.
Really?
In the house, in the kitchen, in a small space. And that, I mean, there are so many stories out there about where it's come from and why people didn't move their arms. But I think they would have been listening to the fiddle or the pipes or somebody singing, and you just started to tap their feet. And gradually they got up and started to tap their feet, and then they started to do more with their feet. And then they started making up variations of steps. That's the way I think of it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Woo! Hey!
Oh, that was great. Wow.
Yeah, well done.
I'm using muscles I didn't know that they existed in those places. Hogmanay, which means the last day of the year in Lowland Scots, dates back to the Norse celebration of the winter solstice, and Edinburgh's celebration is one of the most famous in all of Europe. With only a few hours to spare before the big torchlight procession kickoff, I get a little time with a member of the main entertainment. I'm here with Andrina Robertson, who is a bagpipe player, and obviously she is a female bagpipe player, which is a little rare, but now you said it's becoming a little more popular?
It's been quite popular over the years to have female pipers. We tend to stick to the traditional music for like nights like this where there's all different bands coming together.
Oh, okay. So you're all from different...
We're all from different bands.
Yeah, beautiful. Right now, thousands of people are marching down the road, and you can see the torches coming. There are Vikings leading and bagpipes. It's a crazy party right now. We just jumped into the procession, and we're right now walking with thousands of people. We're holding torches. They say there are about 8,000 torches being held, and it's amazing, and it's wonderful, and it's freezing, but everyone's celebrating Hogmanay tonight. This is so much fun. We're in a sea of people, and it just keeps moving. You have no choice but to go forward, and we're all... That scared me. That really scared me. But it's a great, great night. We're making friends wherever we go, and everybody loves the camera, so it's fun.
Hogmanay is the biggest New Year celebration in the world. It's a 3-day festival. I think it goes back to the very beginnings of our pagan religious roots, and it's continued as a tradition. But 22 years ago, it was decided to kind of not formalise it, but turn it into something bigger and better, where we could genuinely not just celebrate ourselves, but welcome the world to this astonishing city. And so Edinburgh's Hogmanay, as a kind of formal concept, was created.
With the Hogmanay celebrations underway, I decide to do some exploring of this UNESCO heritage site. Edinburgh has been Scotland's capital since the 15th century, and if you walk along the Royal Mile towards Edinburgh Castle, you can relive the history along these old cobblestone streets. At the end of the road, right before you hit the castle, is the Edinburgh Woolen Mill. I'm here at the Edinburgh Tartan Weaving Mill, and I'm here with Steph. Steph, thank you so much for showing us around.
No problem at all.
I want to know, I've seen tartans everywhere here in Scotland, but can you tell me the significance? Each pattern's very different.
Yes, each pattern is unique to every clan. There's thousands of clans, so you can imagine how many tartans there is. There's a lot of tartans.
Right. So the clans, there were battles between the clans, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of battles between clans.
And I'm assuming the tartans were to help to signify between...
Yeah, it helped distinguish obviously clan from clan.
Right.
You wouldn't want to obviously kill any of your own clan.
Yeah.
So yeah, tartan was very important way back in the day.
Are you wearing anything under your kilt?
No, I'm not.
And that's typical, right?
That's typical, yes.
Right. You don't need anything under the kilt.
No, you don't. Superb.
That was fantastic. With only a few hours left before Hogmanay comes to its climactic end, I get one last chance to learn a Scottish essential for this New Year's celebration, the ceilidh, which technically means a gathering.
I'm going to show you how to do a very popular dance that we normally start a ceilidh with, called the Gay Gordons, named after the Gordons Highlanders, who had a very gaily coloured military uniform. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk forward for 4 steps, and I'm going to swivel you once again against your will, and we will continue in a backwards direction for 4 steps.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Very clear.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, starting with the left foot. Here we go then. And forward,
1,
2, 3, 4,
4,
and back 5, 6, 7, 8. That was beautiful, Mickela.
Thank you.
I've never seen that done so smoothly.
Da, da, da.
And all the time we would be doing this with other couples in a big circle of couples.
Thank you. I'm a little dizzy. Is that normal?
That's normal.
Okay, good. I thought it was just me. Oh, really? I am a little dizzy. Woo. And an extra special bonus, a last-minute bagpipe lesson with Gary West. So Gary, this is the first time I've ever even touched the pipes.
Right, okay. So basically what you have to do is get this on your shoulder and the bag under your arm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Now, then you have to squeeze. So as you blow in, that's it.
That's terrible.
Sounds terrible. Yeah. As you
I'm really sorry.
So the fact that they're so loud, that's why they really became so popular in the Highlands of Scotland, because there was a lot of battles between the clans, and this was a really good instrument for cutting through the noise of battle, so that you could get messages to the other flank and so on. So they have been an instrument of war for probably 400 years or so, but also an instrument for being happy and dancing and having a good time. Nearly. Oh dear.
Well, Gary, thank you.
My
it
pleasure.
Was an experience.
My pleasure.
This is probably one of the first things I definitely could not do. So you stumped me.
Hey.
There we go. This is the moment I was waiting for. Over 75,000 people celebrating the coming of the new year. And with over 2,500 dancers, Edinburgh's Hogmanay hosts the largest outdoor ceilidh in the world. I was sure to put my lesson to good use. Scotland's vivacious energy can be found in every place I visited, and with every turn I make, I find one more reason to love this country even more. Hogmanay is just one excuse to visit here, but along the way, I found countless others.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everyone! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, everyone! Happy New Year!
Happy Hogmanay, everyone, and Happy New Year. And I'll see you on my next bare feet adventure, wherever it takes me. Happy New Year, everybody! Woo!
You can stay connected with us on travelbarefeet.com, where you'll find extra bonus videos, join our Barefeet series conversations through social media, and stay updated with our newsletter.
Yeah? I'm here in Glasgow, Scotland, celebrating the holidays, where we're going to kick off.
Get really in there. Stick that schnoz in there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you can
yeah.
really pick up those
Really?
Christmassy flavours. You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel terrible. Sounds like a dying animal.